My name is Sharin Milner.
I started playing when I was 5 years old for TLS in the under-8 mixed comp, and then when I was 8 I played for the Broncos in the under-12 representative team. So I was the smallest and the youngest, but that didn't stop me. I loved it.
I'm Bulleen Milner, Sharon's dad. When I migrated from India in 1969, like most other Indians, I was crazy about cricket. But when I lobbed in Hume, I discovered the wonders of the bouncing ball and started to play it myself. And as a result of that, my two sons also followed in those footsteps. Because Sharon and her brothers had been playing for a while, her interest in the sport was obviously fueled through that avenue, and she continued to follow wherever they played, and at the same time found every opportunity to bounce a ball herself.
So ever since I was 10, I pretty much spent every Friday night here in this stadium. I'd have my game at about 6:30, but Mum was cleaning the stadium, so she had to wait till the last game, which didn't faze me one bit. I loved watching the games. I couldn't wait to burst onto the court at timeouts and in between games to have a few shots. And in fact, I think once the lights went out when Mum had finished, she still had to call me to the car. When I was 17, I started to have doubts about my own ability to make it professionally in basketball. Because speed was my main strength, I actually considered going to sprinting and giving up basketball altogether. But Dad pulled me aside for a talk that I'll never forget. Basically told me to stick at it and follow my dreams and, not let something like my height stand in the way. Well, as it turns out, the best game of my basketball career was actually my last, with the Bulleen Boomers in the Women's National Basketball League. Well, I retired from basketball in March, and I've since been training as a 100-metre sprinter. I hope to compete in the Victorian State Champs in the 100 metres in the next couple of years. I'm still involved with basketball. I was given a grant to basically develop my coaching pursuits and study under Tom Ma, who's probably the greatest women's basketball coach in the world. He's coached 5 Olympics. Basketball's given me so much, and I can't wait to give back through coaching. One of my main objectives will be to widen the participation of young girls in the sport, particularly here in Hume, where I think it could be more reflective of the diversity. I'll continue to train at my coaching basketball, so basketball definitely hasn't seen the last of me yet.